Hey guys, happy Thursday everybody. So I wish that I had some exciting makeup look that I could share with you guys today, but for some reason my eyes won't stop watering. So I am going without the eye makeup today. And yes, I did just get out of the shower not too long ago, and I am again trying to air dry my hair. So, sorry I don't look all glamorous, but this is a video that I have wanted to do for a really long time because this is a video about my most repurchased products. So I have skincare, hair care, as well as makeup products in here. I think it really says a lot about a product if somebody actually uses it up and then goes back and repurchases that product either once, twice, 3, 4, 5, or 15 times. Like, there are so many things out there for us to choose from. There are hundreds of options for shampoos, conditioners, eyeshadows, mascaras, eyeliners. Like, there are literally endless options. And for something to be good enough to where you go back to it instead of being tempted by something else, something newer and better and more fantastic, as the packaging claims, it really means that you like this product, it works well, and you're willing to forego trying something new. That being said, I'm a sucker for new stuff. So certainly I go out and buy new things because I think that it's going to be better than something that I've used in the past. But I find myself more than not going back to these particular products time and time again because they are just tried and true for me. So I'm going to get started with skincare, then do hair care, and then do makeup. So with the skincare, one of the products that I have been using for quite a few years now that I have repurchased time and time again is my Olay Active Hydrating Beauty Fluid Lotion. You guys have heard me talk about this before. I have really oily skin, but I do get dry in certain areas on my face. So a lot of times the corners of my mouth, right now around my eyebrows because I'm using the minoxidil, which is literally drying the hell out of my eyebrows. It is so bad. But I'm trying to suffer through because it's really working. But normally I tend to be a little bit dry in this area anyway to start with. So this has always worked so well for me because I have been able to use it all over my face as just a good moisturizer. It has never made me greasy. It has never made me break out. I personally love the smell of it. It reminds me of my Oma, and so I have that kind of connection to it. But it just is like an all-around good basic moisturizer for me. It's not too heavy. I don't feel disgusting after I put it on. It doesn't leave a film on my face. It just soaks right in. And then it feels like I never used any lotion to start with, which for me, because of my super oily skin, is what I want. Those of you who have more dry skin, I don't think this is something that would really work for you as well as it works for me. But those with combination, oily, and possibly even most normal skin people would probably really do well with this product. They also have an option with an SPF in it. I don't use that because it doesn't have the same scent as this. And like I said, the scent is part of the reason why I love it. It just kind of is a memory evoking thing for me. So, but I love this, and I have repurchased it more than several times. I mean, probably 7 or 8 bottles of this in the last few years. I just love it. As far as a cleanser goes, so I had so many backups of this that I'm still working through them, but I love this cleanser from L'Oreal. This is, they still call it the new Go 360 Clean. This is the deep exfoliating scrub. This has been out for a couple of years now. And before I got my Clarisonic, I did use this little scrublet with the product, and it worked really well. In fact, I did a video about it a couple of years ago. But I now use this product in the shower in the morning. I also sometimes will use it with my Clarisonic. It is just the best all-around facial cleanser for me. I tend to need to exfoliate my skin a lot. It is, if I don't exfoliate at least once a day, I get a lot of like dead cell buildup. My skin looks dull. It just doesn't look good. So this is a really gentle cleanser for me, and it's also a gentle exfoliator that I can use on a daily basis. I will say, sensitive skin people, this would probably be a bit too much for you to especially use on a daily basis, but probably even on a once a week basis. It's a little bit more harsh than the Philosophy micro delivery face wash, I'm sorry. I would probably steer you in that direction if you were more sensitive, but this is great for anybody with normal, combo, super oily, possibly even dry, just as long as you're not sensitive. You know, and obviously use your normal moisturizers afterwards. But this just works at getting the makeup off of my face. In the morning, it makes me feel refreshed, and the smell of it is delicious. And I have literally, I think that I have gone through probably 20 or 25 bottles of this. It has like a slight apricot smell to it. It's not overpowering at all. It just works for me. I love this product, and like I said, I have repurchased it time and time and time again. So even though in the future I don't know if I'm going to be repurchasing this because I'm trying to go completely cruelty free, I'm just kind of working through my stash that I have. I like to buy these when they go on sale, or at least I did. But I do definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good cleanser that does have some exfoliating properties. My Purity Made Simple Facial Cleanser. I have used this for a couple of years now and have repurchased it several times to take off my eye makeup. Nothing works as well as this does. I know a lot of people use like the liquid eye makeup removers and they swear by those. I've never liked using those because I don't like the greasy feel that they leave afterwards, especially the ones that have, you know, like the oil and the more liquid solution that you shake together. I've just never cared for them. Plus, when I'm washing my face, like I want to get my face wet, and that's how I want to get all of my makeup off. Like, I don't want to deal with a piece of cotton. I don't want to deal with a liquid that I have to shake or anything like that. This, I get my eyes wet, put a little bit of this in the palm of my hand, work it into my eyes, and like it just melts everything off. I don't use this really on the rest of my face. I certainly could, but I just like products that are a little bit more aggressive for the rest of my face. This is just so gentle. It works so well. It removes waterproof foundation. It removes waterproof foundation. It removes waterproof mascara. It removes all of my primer, all of my eyebrow product that I pile on there every single day. The eyeshadow, like everything just comes off, and it's super gentle. This has never like stung my eyes. It's never like made them irritated. I just love this product, and I highly, highly recommend it. Couple more skincare items. The mask that I have repurchased ever since I was a teenager has been the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. And everybody knows what this looks like. It smells like sulfur. My husband hates the smell of this. And when he sees me put it on my face, he's like, oh, don't even come near me until like you take a shower tomorrow. The scent lingers even after you wash it off. But there is nothing in the world like this for helping me when I am having like a bad skin week. I put this on. It dries up any blemishes that I have. It helps to suck the extra oil out of my skin, and I just feel so refreshed after taking this off. It just makes my skin feel clean, refreshed, and completely oil-free, which I know a lot of people say you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to suck all of the oil out of your skin. But for me, because I have so much of it, like every once in a while, I just like to have a good purge. Like I just want to get rid of it. And this leaves my skin feeling like what I think having normal skin feels like afterwards, and for like a day or two after. Like it just feels so good and not overly greasy, and I love what this does for my skin. Like I said, I've been using this since I was a teenager, so probably been through like 10 or 12 of these guys as well. It is a must-have for my super oily, acne-prone skin. It helps clear blemishes up. Last thing in the skin department And this is something that I've talked about a lot in my videos. I always get a ton of questions on it, and I do have a couple of videos on it. It is the Philips Milk of Magnesia. This is what I use as my makeup primer. And that sounds crazy, but Google it, look it up on Makeup Alley. This works for people who have oily skin. On some people, it makes them break out. They have kind of an adverse reaction to it, but for me, it actually helps to keep my skin clear, and it keeps the oil at bay all day long. There is nothing like using this as a makeup primer during the summer for keeping my skin shine free from like 6 in the morning when I start work until I'm done at like midnight. Like on my wedding days, I will put this on because I don't have time to mess around with my makeup. Like, stuff needs to look good from start to finish the entire day, and I don't have time to go to the bathroom and blot and powder and blot and powder. I don't have time for that. My makeup needs to stay put, and this helps it stay put all day long. I don't recommend this if you are sensitive skinned or if you have really dry skin. This is just going to dry you out more. So this is for people who are super oily combination, and just, you know, kind of a little bit oily in the T-zone. Give this a try. It absolutely works. Hair care. I feel like this video is going to be like 85 minutes long. Let's keep going. The Tresemme 24-hour foaming mousse. I have purchased this time and time and time again, even though I have in the past also purchased salon products, you know, everything from like Bedhead to Bumble and Bumble to what other salon? I can't think. Redken. Like, I have tried tons and tons of mousses because I like mousse in my hair from different brands, both high-end and drugstore. This is the one that I always come back to. I have been using this particular line ever since they came out a couple of years ago. I think it's been more than a couple of years. There's just nothing better for my hair. This mousse does not dry my hair out. It actually doesn't have alcohol in it. It gives me so much lift and volume and just like makes my hair feel thicker like throughout, from like roots to the ends. I put this in my hair, I blow dry my hair, and my hair looks so much better than with anything else that I have ever used. And this is like $4.99. So I will always purchase this. It is such a good mousse. I really recommend it if you have fine or thin hair. It doesn't really work well if I just put it in my hair and then let it air dry. It tends to want to get a little bit like crunchy feeling as it dries. So you do definitely have to use your hair dryer with it, but when you do, it just leaves it soft, voluminous, touchable, just perfect. I love this, and I would be so sad if they ever stopped making it. Like I said, out of all of the high-end and drugstore hair care products that I've tried, this has been the one that I have always ended up going back to. From the same line, and I've heard lots of people talking about this. It's the Tresemme Extra Firm Control Tray 2 Hairspray. This is level 4. This has been my go-to hairspray for years. I think I used this when I was in college, and that was a long time ago. This leaves my hair so touchable, so soft. It helps with volume, so I'll often spray it. Like, I'll lift my hair up and spray my roots, and then kind of just like, you know, zhuzh my hair up a little bit, and then spray it all over again. My hair still moves, it's touchable, it's soft, but it helps with getting some more volume. It helps with a little bit of control. It helps with flyaways, and it never leaves my hair feeling crunchy or gross or crispy. Like, it is just such a soft, touchable, hold hairspray. It is fantastic. If you have never tried this, I would absolutely recommend trying this. It's, again, probably $4.99 or $5.99 at the drugstore, and I always get the Extra Firm Control, which is the level 4. It's perfect, and I love it. So here comes the fun stuff, right? The makeup. So these are the products that I have repurchased several times over, which is really saying something because it's hard to go through makeup products. Those of you who are makeup hoarders like I am, you know that there's so much to choose from that you're constantly like ADD trying 85 different things at once. But there are some definite go-to products that I have absolutely come to love and have repurchased several times over. I'm going to start with my all-time favorite eyeshadow. This is something that I have purchased time and time again, is MAC Satin Taupe. It is the color that I am constantly trying to dupe and that I really shouldn't because I love the original and it's not really that expensive. I think that refill pans from MAC are now $10 and I think that it's $15 if you buy it with the little container. Not a bad deal, and this is my favorite color of all time. I have this in my professional kit and I use it on so many brides because it's so flattering on so many different skin tones, and you can use it to create a really dark smoky eye. You can use it for a really light neutral eye, like just by varying like how much you put on or whether you put it over a base, or you know, there's just so many different ways to play with it, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it just, I love the way that it makes my green eyes pop. And I think that I have probably gone through 5 of these suckers. Like this is just my all-time favorite color and I will never be without it. It is fantastic. You can see that I have already hit pan on this guy and I haven't even had it that long. I love this eyeshadow. My favorite mineral base for the last few years is definitely the Everyday Minerals base in, probably my favorite formula of theirs is the semi-matte, but I used to love, the matte formula, which is what this is. Such a great foundation. This is perfect for me. I use mineral foundation because I'm super oily, and I find that this just works better with the products that I have to use, like my Milk of Magnesia primer. You can use this, by the way, with liquid foundation as well, but I just prefer the way that it looks underneath mineral foundation. And to me, this is just easier to apply. But I have loved this brand for such a long time because they are truly affordable. They are fast with their shipping. The product to me is comparable and even better to higher end mineral makeup lines. The ingredients probably aren't all that different, and this is much more affordable and it's easy to get a hold of, and they send you samples if you want to check out the different, you know, types of bases that they have as well as the different colors. So they really try to make it easy for you. I just appreciate that from that company, and I love the fact that their product has never made me break out. I've never had any adverse reactions to this mineral foundation in any way whatsoever. It's just a really, really good product. So love that. My contour powder, the NYX Blush in Taupe. You guys have seen me talk about this time and time again. I just placed another order on the NYX website because I don't want to be without this. I have purchased this time and time again. I would love to actually use it in my professional kit, but I use Hoola for contouring on my clients just because I think that they expect to have, you know, and rightly so, they're paying a lot of money to get their makeup done and they prefer to like have higher end products used on them. But I actually think this is superior to the Hoola, just in terms of being more universally flattering and looking more realistic as a contour. I have gone through so many of these and I absolutely love this product. I cannot say enough good things about it. Another foundation type product that I have purchased time and time again and will probably purchase again in the future, the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten. So this is in the color medium. Normally I go for the color fair because it just works better with my lighter skin tone. But I have gone through this probably 10 times over. I'm not kidding you. I love this product. I think it's fantastic. I like this for when I'm traveling because it's a pressed mineral foundation in a sense. So it's a powder foundation, but it's just not quite as messy. Like I said, it's easier to travel with, and it just provides the best coverage. I've gotten a couple of my girlfriends hooked on this. It is a fantastic foundation. It goes on so creamy, so smooth. It will take away any discoloration on your face. It's beautiful, it's perfect, and I will absolutely repurchase it in the future. 2 lip products that I have purchased several times over, which again is saying a lot because I have a huge lipstick collection. L'Oreal Ferris Nude. I have probably gone through 3 of these lipsticks. It is just a basic nude, but it is the perfect pinky nude. It looks like my lips, but better. I don't mind the smell of these. Some people hate the smell of these lipsticks. It is strong, so you probably won't like that if you're averse to any kind of scent in your lip products. But this is a color that I've purchased, like I said, at least 3 times now, and I use it completely through, and I'm always excited to go get another one. Probably, again, won't be repurchasing this in the future just because L'Oreal is not cruelty-free, but this is an absolutely perfect nude. And I do sometimes recommend that to my clients if they're looking for a perfect nude lipstick. Another nude that I absolutely love and have purchased, I think I've gotten at least 5 of these. It is the Viva Glam 2, and this is a satin. Again, it's a nude. It is a little bit more of a creamy, like beige nude than the Ferris nude, and it's much more opaque even than the Ferris nude. But this has been my go-to lipstick when I don't know what to put on for several years, and I love it, and I have purchased quite a few of them. I think it's an amazing product, and I love the fact that with the Viva Glam, they give 100% of the proceeds to AIDS research. So that is important to me, and you know, and I love the product just by itself. I think it's an amazing lippy to try if you haven't tried it yet. I've recommended it to several people, and when they've purchased it, they've been like, oh my god, where has this color been my whole life? Like, it is such a perfect nude for such a wide variety of skin tones. 2 more products. My Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This, for whatever reason, out of all of the eyeshadow primers that I have used, is the one that I always tend to repurchase when I run out. This is probably my 4th container of the Shadow Insurance. In the past, I used to just purchase the regular Shadow Insurance in the light blue container, but this last go around I went with the Lemon Drop, and I like it. I don't notice any much difference between the two, but I just thought I would try it. This keeps my eyeshadow on all day because I do have really oily skin. I have really oily eyelids, and I have to put this on every single day, whether I wear makeup or not. So today I'm not wearing eye makeup, but I still put this on because my eyelids will get oily and the oil travels into my eyes and it stings, and I don't like that feeling. This completely absorbs every ounce of oil that ever comes through my lids, and it keeps my eyeshadow on all day. I love the consistency of it. It's easy to work with. I also use this in my professional kit, and I love it. Last thing, and I wish that I had another one to show you. So first, this is a mascara, obviously. This is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. I've talked about this a lot. This is a holy grail mascara product for me, and I love it. I have purchased several of these. I also now put them in my professional kit, so when I'm not doing bridal makeup but like boudoir makeup, I like this formula so much that what I will do, because they're only $2.99, is I will use this on a client, and then I will basically send them away with this mascara. It's $2.99. It's not a huge loss on my part, and I like the brush too much to get a disposable one and stick it in there and then, you know, use this on multiple people. It's $2.99. I use this on them, and then I send them home with it. It's so inexpensive, and people end up loving this mascara. It is so good. It is not available in waterproof, which is why I don't use it on my brides, but it works great for engagement shoots and boudoir photography, which is what I tend to do the most makeup for besides bridal makeup. It's an awesome product. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer. I love it, and I've purchased it time and time again. The second mascara that I used to use all the time, and that the only reason I'm not purchasing it anymore is because it's from Maybelline and they're not cruelty free, is the Colossal Volume Mascara, the one in the yellow tube. When that first came out, I remember I was working for a university, and I was out on a recruiting trip, and I was in Chicago, and I went to a Walgreens that was near my hotel, and I bought it, and then like for years after that, I bought that mascara because I just thought it was such a great formula. It just went on so clump free and smooth, and it was long wearing, and you were able to get it in waterproof. Just a great product. So that was another one that I definitely repurchased over and over again. So those are my most repurchased products with regard to hair care, skincare, and makeup. I would love to know if there are a couple of things that you guys are just completely obsessed with that you will purchase time and time again, even though you have 8,500,000 different choices, you know, from each of these various things that I shared you. I mean, how many hairsprays are out there? Hundreds. How many different kinds of contouring powders? Hundreds. Like, the fact that I go back to these, like, these are my holy grail, and I just love them, and I would absolutely be so sad if I wasn't able to get my hands on any of these products that I mentioned in the future. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and sitting through this wholly long video, and I will see you in my next video.